One for the highs, two for tribulation. The beat is so fresh, so let's give a demonstration.
Like a couple of years back, you look at graffiti and this whole hip-hop culture stuff, and people, you know, it wasn't organized the way it's organized now. Now you walk down the street and you see kids, you know, breakdancing like they see it in the movies. You have graffiti in movies, you got breakdancing in movies, you got posters on the trains about breakdancers, you got, I mean, albums of rappers, and, I mean, you know, like this whole hip-hop culture, the subculture of the ghettos become something big. A lot of people that are watching this show don't know what graffiti, you know, is about. They think graffiti is like a kid vandalizing the subway. The energy coming from this whole hip-hop culture, it's not negative, it's positive. It's helped a lot of kids, you know, from living in the streets and just hanging around and fooling around with drugs, you know, giving them something to do with their time, something good, something constructive.
You know, there's a lot of hard work in what we do. Some people look at graffiti very negative, but, you know, really trying to make it positive. We're doing things like canvases, and we're doing fashion. You know, we're doing graffiti on clothes and stuff like that. And plus, we're really doing a lot of things for our community, too.
Now, graffiti, you know, to be the graffiti is to try to be your best and do your best, because when you walk down the street, you want to feel like, hey, yo, I'm Brim, you know, and I'm fresh, and I did something good. You know, I didn't do a whack piece, I did a fresh piece, you know, and you want to dress nice, and, you know, it's like, you might not live in the best neighborhood. You might, you know, you might live in, like, the other day, I was walking through my neighborhood, and I was looking abandoned buildings and, you know, rats and roaches and junkies, you know, and all that. And, you know, you might not live in, you know, the best neighborhood, but if you do something, man, you feel like you right up there with everybody else, man. You feel like, hey, I could do this, and you can't do that, you know. And you have self-respect, you know, self-esteem. And you're number one, you know. And this is what it is, you know, this is what this whole thing is about, man. You know, it's to be number one in the ghetto.
We rock and don't stop. When it's the super cat, the fantastic epithelial with those fingers touch no back of the trees is the way we get our cake. We're qualifying, rectifying, rocking till the day we're dying. Every time you're screaming, crying, we're here with no denying. We hold our honor and our pride. To take the steps to keep stride. Set down boots, you will apply. We're gonna take you for a ride. Before we rock and have some fun, let's introduce us one by one. I'm Special K, I'm on display, I rock across the USA. And lace sunshine, I rock and mine, I do it to you every time. Remember me and Zemo D, the man, and set it to your P. A Spoonie G, as you can see, I rock the West Society. And at the end, you will agree, nobody rock the mic like me. But Special K, since I'm on D, you add us up with legal 3. And on the mic, we turn it out, your latest right without a doubt. And if you don't believe us, you just check out how we rock for you. And if you don't believe us, you just check out how we rock for you. And if you don't believe us, you just check out how we rock for you.
This is Dondi, CIA to my left, and I have Butch 2 to the left.
Partners.
These are writers and originators.
We go far back, me and Donnie, back to the 70s, early 70s and whatnot. You know, everybody have their own identity, and it's graffiti that brought us together from, like, everything is all subculture, but everybody have from their own neighborhood. Like, I'm from way uptown, Donnie might be from downtown, but through writing, we seem like we're from the same neighborhood, more or less.
Well, to break that down, you from the Boogie Down Bronx, and Donnie's from East New York, Brooklyn. So that's a long way apart. So these trains got us all together. I like to say that right here.
Trains make it seem like we all off the same block.
Yeah.
You know, we watch the same line, just on
Like,
different stations.
They just go all the way to the end, you know. And the number 2 and 5, they go far, boy. They hit all parts of New York.
Word, much people get to check it.
Yeah, we did them. Y'all was doing them trains. Y'all made everybody happy.
Yeah.
Everybody in my block was happy when the train passed by. I'll tell you something about New York City. It generates graffiti artists.
Yeah.
I mean, from brother to brother.
Yeah.
I mean, you pass it on to your brother, his cousin passes it on to his cousin. I mean, style is spread all over the city. And that's what makes New York one of the best cities in the world. It has so much style.
I just got finished coming back from California, where I was doing fashions there, and graffiti fashions is actually what I was doing out there. And you know, you can get in things like doing advertisement. You know, I see better things in the future, and you know, people like you, Spank, is actually, you know, helping promote the art and showing people what it is. And you know, it's a privilege being on the show and to talk about things that are going on.
Thank you.
Another
I
thing
feel that it's a great art, you know, and it's got a lot of energy behind it. And we are young people just making our future be known, telling it all to you live.
That's how it is, and I want to just like go on beyond graffiti into like G2 said, he's doing fashion design. I'm also doing that, having a show this Thursday with fashion design. And other than doing that, you know, I got myself through high school and into a private art college, which is, you know, respectable, very respectable for graffiti artists. Whereas for, you know, I see like some graffiti artists, you know, they got so involved with the negative part of graffiti that they're going nowhere fast. You know, they're not thinking about painting canvas, what they can do with graffiti. You know, just thinking, yeah, crossing out and, you know, doing insides of the train, which is just ridiculous. Graffiti's beyond that. It's all about all this that's in here. Colors, you know, wild style, top to bottoms.
Taking it back.
That's right.
To
All
the
this
coal
is here.
mines. To
This is
the
all
coal
here.
mines. It's all
This is
right here.
history.
This is knowledge. Knowledge. This is the book of knowledge.